Your time to speak to 3 minutes. First one is Victor. Is it Almeida?
Almeida. Victor Almeida. I have 3 complaints from the
Address, please.
142 Wilcox Street.
Thank you.
I have 3 complaints about the Acorn Street voting location last night. First, the lighting was non-existent. It was so bad and so dark that I tripped on the metal ramp going to the door. Second, there was a male there that was going from the fence, walking towards people as they were walking toward the door with a sample ballot and flyers, and then said, "Make sure you support our Democratic friends." And then once inside, my son was escorted to the table to get his ballot, and the woman said, "Just vote right across the Democratic line." That's what most people do. These things shouldn't be happening. Not today, not in 2022. It's ridiculous. And I came here to voice my opinion knowing full well that you guys will do nothing about it, because no one ever does. That's why we have the same old crap over and over. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, is it Asa Stramba?
Oh, by the way, the guy said to my wife a half hour later that he was an alderman.
Asa, please.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Asa. I own a property on 74 Prospect Street. I'm here tonight because I called about 3 weeks ago concerning Stanley Quarter Park. There's no lights over there, and I'm fairly new to the town, about 4 years. And the guys over there have been playing for over 15 to something like 20 years. There's no lights at night, and these are guys who just, they all live here, different backgrounds, and we all play anywhere from like 6 or 5 in the spring all the way till or about this time. And yeah, there's just no lights, and we were just wondering if we could get like one light to be able to play at night. We have an organized team, but we can't even play, over there. I was referred to Chesley Park, but just for the casual games, we were just wondering if there was anything we could do, if there was any permission, if there was anything that, the guys over there were even willing to put their money up, but I guess, the state it's the town's property, so we don't know, what the proper procedure would be. So that's basically why we're here. We just, if we could just get one, like, really good light, at least towards, like, the roadside, that would help a lot. But there are at least, like, 20 people who played there for some even, I guess, longer than I was born. And I'm 26. So they never really say anything. They always say, oh, we call, we go and speak to this person. Nobody does anything. Asa, you'll never get anywhere doing it. But I have a lot of faith in this town. And, I've predicted a lot of things that are currently happening. So, I'm just here to see if, there's anything that we could do. And just getting like one light. We're not asking for the one on the baseball field.
Sir, sir, can I just interrupt you for 1 second? And Mr. Chair, through to suspend the rules for a moment. We don't normally engage during this portion. You said Stanley Quarter Park?
Yes.
And which portion of Stanley Quarter Park are you specifically referring to?
Yeah, so the field, I'll say closer to the road that leads to Costco. So right to the right side of the...
What sport are you guys trying to play?
Soccer.
Soccer. Okay.
Yeah, soccer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no. The basketball side is great. The light at night. And sometimes the soccer guys go and play over there, but, it's not the safest. It's concrete, but it's light. So they even, we'll still play over there. But if we could just get the condition of the park, most of us are from a diverse background, so we grew up playing on, anything. So we don't really even complain about that. Just the light. If we could get some sort of one bright light on that side of the field, yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
That's it for those that have signed up. Anyone else wish to speak before the council? Second time, anyone else wish to speak before the council? Third and final time, anyone else wish to speak before the council? Seeing none, the public participation is closed at 7:07 PM. Any council members wish to speak? Alderman Smedley.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Asa, I'm the alderman for that ward, so I'm going to talk to you right after this portion of the meeting and get your information. And just so you know, we are going to repave the portion of Stanley Quarter Park, that access road there from Blake Road all the way through to the playgrounds. And with that, they're going to redo the electricity for the lights there, so we'll see if we can't work something out for you. No promises, but we'll see what we can do there for you.
Is Blake Road next to?
It's that big hill that comes down over where all the warehouses are, our storage facilities.
Okay, okay.
Yep. Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? Seeing none, just for the record, first, Mr. Almeida, he did leave, but certainly that will be discussed with our registrars, so that will not go unheard. Anyone else? No? Okay, thank you. Mayor will be here shortly, start the regular meeting. Thank you. Alderman, how are you?
I'd like to call to order this regular meeting of the New Britain Common Council. The date is November 9th, 2022. The time is 7:14 p.m. Mr. Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Alderpersons Dyson. Here. Ayalon. Here. Catanzaro.
Here.
Costa. Hargraves. Here. Malinowski. Here. Ortiz Luna. Here. Pabon. Here. Russell. Here. Witkowski. Here. Sanchez. Here. Skirpo. Segura. Thompson. Smedley.
Here.
11 present, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
Yep.
I'd like to excuse Alderwoman Costa, Skirpo, and Thompson, who are all homesick.
I feel that right now. Thank you. Can we all please rise for the invocation, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance?
Let us pray. O God, our Heavenly Father, now that the election is finally behind us, give our leaders the wisdom and strategy to move our state and nation forward together. During this Thanksgiving season, we thank you for family and friends, happiness and health. May we all enjoy the company of loved ones and celebrate together. We ask this in thy name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We will roll right into minutes this evening. Alderman Smedley.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept the minutes of the regular meeting of October 26, 2022.
I have a second by Alderman Malinowski. Any questions or comments on that? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Alderman, are there amendments to the agenda tonight?
Yes, Your Honor. I make a motion to amend the agenda by substituting item 6 and adding item 13.
I have a second by Alderman Russell. Any questions or comments? Mr. Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Alderpersons Dyson.
Yes.
Ayalon.
Yes.
Catanzaro.
Yes.
Hargraves. Malinowski. Ortiz Luna. Pabon.
Yes.
Russell. Witkowski.
Yes.
Sanchez. Smedley.
Yes.
11-0, Your Honor.
Motion carries. And two petitions, Mr. Clerk, I see one.
We have one, Your Honor, from Alderman Ayalon for the appropriate departments to provide information on the homelessness in New Britain, as there seems to be a growing concern regarding a potential increase in homelessness within the city.
We'll send that to the Community Services Department, where our Building Hope Together employee Mary Floyd is housed. She'll be able to get you a full breakdown and information on services available. So Community Services, please. Thank you.
Great. And that's it, Your Honor.
All right, we'll go on into the consent agenda. Alderman Smedley tonight.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept a consent agenda of item A.
Seconded by Alderman Dyson. Any questions or comments? Go ahead.
Could have been accept and adopt. Alderpersons Dyson.
Yes.
Ayalon.
Yes, 1 second.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Just if you can, is that people falling on the sidewalk or just the nature of these? Is that allowed to explain or any?
I'm just procedural wise, are you taking it off consent?
Yes, I raise it, yes, I'm taking it off to just get more information.
Hold on. I have a second to take it off by Alderman Hargraves. Alderman Ayalon, the floor is yours. I'm just pulling it up right now.
So can anyone explain what are these claims about in general?
Your Honor, I don't have anything other than what the council members have in terms of the claims. I will tell you, Alderman, these are typically a combination of property damage claims, like if somebody, for example, were to hit a pothole or something like that, or have some other property damage. I'm just giving you an example. Or injuries, and as you know, sometimes we'll get a report that's a little more elaborate if somebody has a claim with injuries and it's resulted in either a lawsuit or a threat of a lawsuit, and we'll usually give you a little bit of a write-up on that. But I don't have anything other than what you have on these three. I certainly can get back to you on those if you'd like.
Yes, please, thank you.
Your Honor.
Alderman Smedley.
Thank you. I do know that normally, unless they meet our, I believe it's $7,500 threshold for 20, I'm sorry, what was it? 7,500 threshold, Corporation Council is authorized to settle these, and we've acted on these almost every meeting, so There's, this is not a new procedure or anything. Thank you.
Anything over that would go to the council's claims committee to
And that's-
discuss a different settlement, but
And we would get a full report of
we'll
that.
have them. Correct. Thanks, Alderman. Any other questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Resolution number 1 tonight, Alderman Smedley.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept and adopt resolution number 1.
Seconded by Alderwoman Sanchez.
November 11th marks the anniversary of ending of World War II and is nationally and locally recognized as Veterans Day. This day allows us as a people and a nation to come together and honor the duty, sacrifice, and service of all United States veterans of all wars and to recognize their patriotism, love of country, and willingness to serve and sacrifice for the freedom of others. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the veterans who are on our council. Alderman Sagara is not here. He is a veteran. Alderman Pabon is here. He is a veteran. Alderman Rakowski is a veteran. And Alderman Skirpo is a veteran. So we do thank the alder people on our council for their dedication to our country and for serving us. Thank you, Your Honor.
And please join us Friday morning at 11 o'clock in Central Park for our Veterans Day services. Any questions or comments? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Alderman Dyson, resolution number 2.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept and adopt item number 2.
Seconded by Alderman Smedley.
Thank you. This is to approve a budget appropriation of $150,645. It's from the Bureau of Justice Assistance as funding available under the Body-Worn Camera Policy and Implementation Program. These are funds that will help associate and help us purchase, which we have purchased, 165 body cameras, and also include software upgrades, licensing, video storage for a period of 30-year cost of $142,434 and a partial fourth-year cost of $79,560. As we know, the state of Connecticut's police accountability legislation required body cams, which we also fully support in the PD. I think what we don't realize that what the dollars are that are associated with the purchase, data, collection, all that, and these funds will certainly help the city defray in those costs, and I urge adoption.
Thank you very much, Alderman Dyson. Are there any questions or comments on this? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Alderman Pabon, resolution number 3.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll make a motion to accept and adopt resolution number 3.
Seconded by Alderman Catanzaro.
This is a budget appropriation for the police department. These funds for $15,000 will be used to operate a basketball camp with police officers, and it runs from May 27th to August 27th. And they usually have late afternoon, evening basketball games, and I urge adoption.
Thank you very much, Alderman Pabon, for a midnight basketball program that has been quite popular for the summer. We're very thankful that we can use grant funds for this purpose. Any questions or comments? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Alderman Pabon, resolution number 4.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is another appropriation for the police department for an amount of $51,843. These funds are is for a duration of a grant program from October 1st to September 30th. What are these for? These are some three-way cameras for the police department, which they're over 10 years old now, and their life isn't, dash cameras or systems are mandated by law to be changed, and I urge adoption.
Thank you. Thanks, Alderman, thank you, Alderman Russell. So the dash cameras that we have, need to start being replaced. They're incredibly expensive, so, in addition to body cameras, we have to replace the dash cameras too. So this is probably the first of a series, I'm sure, that you will be seeing. The good part about this is the same company that we are utilizing for the body cameras is also who will be utilizing for the dash cameras. Chief, correct me if I'm wrong here, so that everything will tie into the same system now instead of having to be separate, which works great. Thank you. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Alderman Rutkowski.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll make a motion to accept and adopt item number 5.
I
This
have
is,
a point of order. I think you need to refer this.
I'm
to
sorry,
Peasley.
Your Honor. This item is going to be referred to Planning, Zoning, Committee and the City Plan Commission.
Okay, and I have a second by Alderwoman Ortiz Luna.
Thank you, Your Honor. This resolution is for a permanent easement from a chief financial credit union that's going to be part of the Phase 2 Beeline Trail project. And I urge referral.
Thank you very much. Alderman, any questions or comments on the referral? All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Alderman Smedley, resolution number 6 tonight.
Thank you. I make a motion to accept and adopt resolution number 6.
Seconded by Alderman Dyson.
Thank you. The objective of this resolution is for patient, parent, and medical staff vaccine education, tracking of infants born at area hospitals, assessment of medical practices, surveillance of communicable diseases, and public education for prevention of communicable diseases. The actual purpose is because the city has received additional funding under its Immunization Action Plan grant in the amount of $293,000 to increase vaccine confidence with New Britain residents who are eligible to receive the COVID-19 vaccine. We were also notified that we can roll over unused funds from the grant period last year, 21 to 22, to this grant period in the amount of $81,712. The Department of Public Health has directed the additional funding to be used to collaborate with community partners and service providers to address vaccine hesitancy and for outreach to the socially vulnerable. These funds are intended to be used to provide education and support for COVID-19 vaccinations. I do urge adoption for the amount of $375,354. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And just to note, our partner in this endeavor is the Human Resources Agency of New Britain, who does this outreach for us. And thank them for their assistance. Any questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Alderman Hargraves, resolution number 7.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept and adopt resolution number 7.
Seconded by Alderman Pabon.
This is for one Toro Workman Light Duty 4-wheel dump truck at a cost of $43,644.26, and a Toro Light Duty utility cart, or two of those for $12,930.06 each. It's using the Sourcewell Cooperative Purchasing Plan that the city is registered under, and it's available in the account for various capital equipment and miscellaneous equipment. And I urge adoption.
Thank you, sir. Any questions or comments? All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Alderman, back to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept and adopt resolution number 8.
Seconded by Alderman Dyson.
This resolution is for the Parks, Recreation, and Community Services Department to purchase 2 Snow White power equipment. That's a supplier, a Skag windstorm mower with a leaf blower at a cost of $10,437.18 each. This will also use the Sourcewell contract, and funding is available in various capital equipment and miscellaneous equipment, and I urge adoption.
Thank you, sir. Any questions or comments? Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Alderman Catanzaro.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept and adopt resolution number 9.
Seconded by Alderwoman Ortiz Luna.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a request by the Public Works Department Fleet Manager to purchase a 500-gallon water trailer that we use to water all the flowers throughout the city. The old one is pretty old. It was there for a long, long time, so this is being replaced for a cost of $11,891.75. And there is money in the Recreation and Community Services Department account, various capital equipment and miscellaneous equipment, and I urge adoption.
Thank you very much. Any questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Alderman Rutkowski, resolution number 10.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm making the motion to accept and adopt item number 10.
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Smedley.
This is a purchase order for our new Tiger mower with the boom for the Public Works Department that's going to be utilized for our mowing the side of our city streets and various other projects. It's for $172,563.40, and I urge adoption.
Thank you, Alderman. Any questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Alderman Smedley, resolution number 11.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept and refer item 11 to Committee on Planning, Zoning, and Housing.
Seconded by Alderman Russell.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll have a lengthy discussion in committee about this, but the intent is to revise Chapter 14, Article 10 of our ordinances for itinerant vending within the city and establish designated food truck and itinerant vending locations. And I do urge referral.
Thank you. Any questions on the referral? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Alderman Smedley, resolution number 12.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept and adopt Resolution 12.
Seconded by Alderwoman Ortiz Luna.
As you know, as a city, we maintain miles of stormwater and sewer distribution lines within our municipal boundaries. And in response to substantial need for improvements to the system, the city has established a New Britain Flush Fresh Line upgrades for sanitary health
Say it loud, say it proud.
program to phase and implement critical water infrastructure projects benefiting New Britain ratepayers. A critical phase of NB Flush. Oh, I thought you were going to say it again.
Oh, I thought someone else would chime in and fill in for me. No, oh, okay.
A critical phase of New Britain Flush program totals $13 million of capital costs eligible under the United States Treasury ARPA final rule, 31 CFR Part 35, governing use of federal funds. So that means these monies allocated will go to Phase 3 of New Britain Flush project, which incorporates the east side of New Britain and can be seen on the attached map. And I do urge adoption. Thank you.
Thanks, Alderman Smedley. Alderpersons have any questions? Director Moriarty is here. Alderman Ayalon.
Yeah, so I just want to clarify, so where is the money for the 13 million coming? Is that just a federal or
This is from
state?
the ARPA allocation. So the original ARPA allocation that we received 2 years ago out of that $50 million, this is one of the final
So
final
the ARPA
pieces
is
of
the
it.
American Recovery Act? So that's by the federal government, by the Congress, right?
Yeah, it was at the time.
Okay, so that means, and I know it was passed by Democrats, so that means that the Democrats are, just want to make sure that people are aware that these Democrats that are responsible for $13 million that help us, our city, so.
That's usually
Just
what
wanted
happens
to
when
make a point, thank you.
That's usually what happens when the party that's in charge, and Republicans here will be utilizing it very well. Any other questions or comments about the NB Flush program that's going to benefit the residents of our city?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Because
Say it
there's
loud,
no
sir.
Democrat or Republican way to keep our sewers clean.
Just the New Britain way.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Alderwoman Ortiz Luna.
Thank you, Your Honor. I want to make a motion to accept and adopt item number 13.
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Smedley.
This resolution is regarding tax abatements, corrections, and refunds to allow the tax collector to distribute accordingly, and I urge adoption.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Motion to adjourn.
Wait, I have one thing. One thing. Before we go, it's Max's last council meeting with us. So I just want to, Max got a big boy job, and we're really happy for him as he goes and enters on into his career path. And we're really happy for him. I just wanted to thank Max. He's been very responsive and helpful to everybody here, I think, and he did a great job as my special projects coordinator. And I just want to thank him for everything that he's done with my office for the last couple of years. We're going to miss you. Good luck, buddy. Okay, sorry, now I will. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Smedley, Russell, all those in favor say aye. We're adjourned. The time is 7:33 p.m. Thank you.